Welcome to Prose Parley. This is Shanu Shah, your host here to share inspiring journeys and endless stories of authors. Today we have a motivational writer with us, Miss Poonam Singh. But before that, I want you to share a little detail about our show Prose Parley. Prose Parley is a platform where I love to promote your latest publication, whether fiction, fantasy, or self help. Any genre, I would love to promote it. And I do publish on many platforms like YT, Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook as full length videos and in short form videos called snippets. Now, I also publish a short articles about you and your book on Quora, Blogger, in WordPress with an embedded YouTube video on those platforms. Now, how is this platforms or how is this all promotion going to help you? Well, whenever someone Googles your name, there will be a lot of information already published on multiple platforms. You see, this promotion is a defo for you to grow. If I have convinced you, shoot an email on this. If I did not, do subscribe and keep watching Prose Parley. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are honored to have Poonam Singh, an accomplished educationist turned author. After an impressive 18-year career as science and English teacher and school coordinator, Poonam transitioned on writing, bringing her wealth of life experiences to the literary world. Her debut book, Poonam Power Quotes, Transforming Life's Bliss into Bliss, is a collection of 136 powerful quotes aimed at inspiring readers to shift their attitudes for a more blissful life. And we will actually listen to some quotes, so please tune in. Since its release, the book has received significant acclaim, ranking highly in several Amazon categories and earning Poonam the NE8X Author Award and NE8X Author Speaker Award in 2023. A graduate from Miranda House, Delhi University, Poonam's passing for writing began in her middle school years in Tripoli, Libya, and continued to flourish throughout her teaching career. Now a full-time author, she is working on her second book, which will provide valuable insights for job entrance. Beyond her literary achievements, Poonam is passionate and compassionate individual, deeply committed to her family and creative pursuits. So let's dive into her journey, motivations, and wisdom she offers through her writing. Please join me in welcoming the extraordinary Poonam Singh to Prose Parley. Hi Poonam, how are you? Thanks for coming to Prose Parley, and I look forward to knowing you better.
Thanks, Shanu. It's my pleasure to be on your show.
Thank you very much. Can you share a bit about your background and what inspired you to become an author after your successful career as an educationist?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I am an educationist, and I still call myself as an educationist only. I prefer to call myself as an educationist because my first passion is teaching. And my first passion is also learning more about my own subject, that is zoology. I keep upgrading myself through Google videos and all the information which is gathered there on Google and all. So my first passion is that, but it is, you can say it's accidental that I have become an author. It's because I never thought of writing a book one day. It was never in my dreams even. But although that is also a truth that I was passionate about writing since my childhood, since my school days only. I had penchant towards writing. And actually post-retirement, when I was at home, I had almost nothing to do other than the households. So I thought one day I was just sitting and reflecting back on the past experiences I had, the people I met in my school, in the school in which I was teaching, and my old friends and all those things. So there were many interesting things that I got to learn from them. And somehow one day I took a pen and paper and started writing something about them, what I learned from them, from the people I met. So it happened like that. I kept on jotting down certain things, and just out of, you can say, because I had so much of leisure time, so I started posting some of my writings on the Facebook page. I was posting almost later on, I was posting about 2-3 of my creatives on the Facebook story after every 2-3 days. And this is how it happened that those posts became very viral with my friends, and I started getting many likes on my posts. So one day my husband also supported me, and he actually gave me the idea, and somehow it clicked me, and he said that why don't you put these quotes in the form of a book. So this is how it happened, and the book came into being.
Okay. So that was the moment, I mean, when your husband said that you want to actually transform and compile those quotes into a book. Was that the particular moment that when you were inspired? All of them.
Yes, actually, yeah, you can say, yeah, in a way, you can say that, because prior to that, I was thinking, I never thought of becoming an author as such. Like I just thought that I would be a homemaker now, and will be passing my time looking at the Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp and passing my time like that. But since I had an academic background, so I, I'm a little kind of a reserved person who socializes. Of course, being a human, I socialize, but somehow I feel more pleasure in reading and writing. So that was somewhere in the back of my mind, and when my husband said that you start writing, then somehow it clicked me, and I started with the simple form of writing, which is, I think, quotes is the simplest form, although their meanings may be very profound, or uh, after a lot of deliberations and after a lot of thought, they might have been written. But the number of words, as far as you go for the word count, that is very less. So I thought that okay, let the word count be less this time. So there always has to be a beginning somewhere. So this is how it goes.
So, are your life experiences? Do you also have your, like? You must have some experience, because you were also working and you were educationist, so you were interacting constantly with students and everything. So, those experiences, do they reflect on these quotes that you have shared in your book?
Yes, they do reflect, but mostly they do not reflect much of my study period, like my teaching period or my study period. They're more based on the life struggles and life experiences in a way. They're not part of science. Somewhere you see my scientific temperament also. Like one quote I had written down that I was just going through my book, and I happened to just see that there I'm not able to find immediately, but I had written down something like that, each and every cell in your body works in tandem, uh, works in tandem with the entire body. So the humanity should take a cue from it and should work in tandem with the entire humankind. Something like that I had written in a nice way, like I just remember the gist of it, not the exact words. And so somewhere that scientific temperament also reflects, but mostly the quotes have been taken from the general experiences, life experiences,
Hmm.
what I shared with myself, with my inner self.
Yeah, because our real life experiences are always somewhere reflected in the writing also. So
Yeah,
you say that this is a traditionally published book. So how was your
yeah.
experience with the this traditional publishing?
Like it was good. Actually, I had no idea about how the books are published and all. So
Hmm.
I came to know about this particular publisher through uh, Instagram only,
Hmm.
and I applied on that. I like reached upon to that publisher, and
Hmm.
then the things went on, and they said that okay, we send us your content and we'll see. So they said okay, this can be compiled into a book, and they only suggested that with these quotes they can give some writing some art forms also which are related to the quotes. If
Hmm.
you've gone through my book, I'll just show you. This is my book,
Yeah.
and it has some um, line diagrams, art form also.
Yes.
These are called line arts uh, because they're called line arts because they're uh, if at one place you put your pencil
Hmm.
and you go about making the whole diagram,
Hmm.
you don't pick up your hand,
Hmm.
and in one go it is
It's
the diagram is made. It's that
yes.
kind of a line art.
Wow.
So every quote is accompanied by a line diagram, which makes the quote uh, self-explanatory.
Hmm.
So this is how the book is,
Yes.
and so the publisher did a great job by helping me out with these line art work.
Hmm.
So it was all his work,
Hmm.
and they have given a real beautiful meaning to my quotes.
Hmm.
They have made them more elaborate and explanatory. So so the publishers thing went on well only. They had assigned a dedicated uh, editor manager also.
Hmm.
Although my book did not require any addition as such, it
Hmm.
is in the original form only, which has been put up here.
Wow, that's really
Whatever I wrote, the same thing was accepted by the publisher, and it was reframed in the same way.
hmm.
So, and then rest of the things, uh, like they went on well only.
Hmm.
He helped me out with like a little bit of putting up the books in the market, like marketing thing was taken care of by him, and whatever like he had given me a good experience.
Yes.
So
Because there
yeah,
are many, many authors who actually don't know about traditional publishers and how they work.
yeah,
And that is the reason why I was
yeah,
asking. So, what was the time frame? Like, say, for example, if day one you have sent your request that I want to publish this book,
yeah,
and then they
yeah.
reply. And then how much time
Uh-huh.
it took for final prints to come in your hand? So what kind of time
Yeah.
are you talking about?
Hmm. Yeah, there was a little issue in that. Like my book was the content was very small, so it should have taken a little less time
Hmm.
than what he took.
Hmm.
The time taken by him was a little more, but over and all, it was published in like three to 3.5 months. It was taken by him to get it published. They have to take the ISBN number and all that. That was done in a quite a short time. But when it came to the proofreading and all that, that took time, and somehow they had many books lined up and all. So that was the reason given by them for the delay of release of my book.
No, but
So
still,
anyway,
yours,
it
I
was
think, quite early because when I talk to some of the other authors, now they have said that it took
okay.
1 year, some says it's 6 months. So
Okay.
the turnaround time is quite long for many of the authors. But 3 months is like something
Okay.
that they always stay, right? Because they
Yeah.
do, and there are like
So
channels. There are a lot of channels. First you go for proofreading, then there will be some person sending you the cover. है ना? So that
yeah,
stages, there are different stages for this, and you
yeah,
need to pass every stage, right? That is the kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
thing that happens.
Yeah.
And the
So
cover
that
is
way it was done quite,
very.
yeah, the cover was designed by them only.
Hmm.
And I found it really appealing.
Yes.
And it goes with my title and with my content very
Hmm.
well.
Hmm.
And I think if you are saying that it takes 1 year or so,
Some of
like
them, not
the
every.
others have taken,
Yeah.
then compared to that, this is quite a less time, I
Yes,
would say.
it is. So that's really nice. And the book is good and it comes with a jacket. I really love book jackets. So, and it is a
Oh,
hard
thank you so much.
yes.
Yeah,
So
since it
I
was my first published book, so I
okay.
went for the jacket. Otherwise, maybe the paperback next time,
Hmm. So
because the price becomes very quite a bit high because of the
hardcovers.
jacket. Yeah.
Jacket and hardcover, they
So,
are pricey actually. If you
huh,
go for
they
paperback,
are
it will be
pricey.
like 50% of what you are offering current. Yeah,
Yeah. So
it is.
that way, but anyways, since it is my first book for my first launch,
Hmm.
so my first venture, you can say, in this world. So,
Right.
uh,
So how do you feel now? From getting from only, being viral on Facebook, as you said, and now you are a published author. So how is that transition happening? And do you feel a bit difference when people talk to you?
uh, no, not I don't find any much difference because like there's a lot of competition in this world, and that I've felt, and I knew that from the very beginning also, that
Hmm.
there's great competition in this world. And in fact, there's competition in every field. And
Exactly.
if you want to excel in something, you really have to work very hard and really put in a lot of effort.
Right.
So, uh, yes, the people did recognize my book, and whenever we met, they talked a little about my book.
Hmm.
And some books I had even gifted some of my friends and relatives.
Hmm.
And yes, I got appreciation,
Yeah.
like from the near and dear ones, you can say. In that small circle, I was getting the appreciation. But
Yeah.
how far I will be able to reach out to the people,
Hmm.
that is the main question which
Yeah.
lies in front of me.
Hmm.
And maybe if not in this book, maybe in the upcoming the next book, or uh, let's cross our fingers.
Yeah. So how was the reception of your book since its release?
um, yeah, it was like received with a great applause, and
Hmm.
yes, it was liked by people.
Yeah.
Whoever I met, they said that it's a good book written with lot of deliberations and
Hmm.
a lot of thought given to the things.
Yeah. So do you also visit book fairs and everything? You send your books and also visit those book fairs sometimes?
Yes, I do visit mostly I haven't visited, frankly speaking, to be honest, I've not visited any book fair other than Delhi NCR.
Oh,
That is one of my negative points, I must say. I
oh,
should have gone to other
yes,
states
exactly.
for the publicity of my book. That has been one of my weaknesses, I must say. But I have been to a World Book Fair,
Mhm.
which happens in Delhi
Delhi.
every year. So I have been there twice,
Hmm.
and I used to go before I was an author. You can say, like
Okay.
before, I regularly used to visit this Delhi Book Fair when I was a student, when I was a teacher, and during those times. But
Hmm.
after becoming an author, yeah, when I visited, it was a little different story.
Sadly.
Um, yeah, it was
So
a
Delhi,
lifetime experience for me. Yeah.
yeah. Delhi Book Fair is a very big thing. There are lots and lots of like 50,000 people come during the whole period or sometimes more. So
Yeah.
how was that experience? Do you find kind of know that what kind of books the readers actually want? Does price play a part in it? Or they only come that, okay, I want this book and they grab it and they just go. Or they just actually check out the new books also, the new releases, the unknown authors. I mean, those who are new one. Do they do that? What kind of experience do you?
Uh, yeah. Actually, I feel that yes, there are genuine readers also who are coming. Apart from genuine readers, when the school, I've seen school children coming in and college children coming in. They are, I think, I feel they are genuine readers. They have come there for a certain purpose. They have something in their mind and things like that. So there, when those genuine readers come and walk around and go around seeing your books, I think they buy genuine things as well. But of course, the books which are well known by well known authors, uh, they will sell out definitely first. And then and for the new authors, it will be a little hard time. But certainly, one should not lose courage and should keep keeping books in the book fair, because if when your books are kept in a stall and people visit the stall, by sometimes by the publisher name also, the books are sold out very well.
Yes, yes.
Like the vanity publishers, if most of the people like to visit those ones, and there they see the books, there are, I feel there are fair chances of getting a book sold of a new author as compared to the one which are lesser known publishers. But never mind, it's a competitive world. You have to start from somewhere, and always you have to keep on growing, and that is life. So yeah, and in this book fair, actually, my 6 of my books got sold. So I was quite excited, and I got quite a great motivation regarding that, because I never expected even a single book to be sold, frankly speaking. But it happened, and I was delighted. So
if the author is present
yes,
in during any book fair, if the author is present, does it make any difference? Do you feel that the authors have
it
to be
does.
there and then the books will be noticed?
Yes, certainly when the author is there, when the author is around, definitely the books sell out better, because you are able to reach out to the readers. You can tell something about the book, or you can give interviews. The author interviews can be given at the stall, or there are many places in the book fair where you can publicize your book, attend the various seminars which are held there. So, and get your things, like your photographs, collect a lot of photographs, videos made and circulated on social media. All that helps out to make you prominent in the media in the world. Yeah.
So that has to be there, right?
So,
Okay. So is it possible for you to read one or two of your favorite quotes from the book?
Yeah, sure.
Poonam's Power.
Yeah, sure. The favorite ones, right? So the first quote itself, which is about education. Every quote has a heading on it, and which speaks a lot about the thing what is written below. So the first one is about education, and I love this quote. I'll read it out for you. Education is not a thing to be displayed; it's a thing to be imbibed.
Wow. It's really very deep, So many people show off, no, I'm this, I'm that. No, but it has to be in your actions. That's really very beautiful thing to say. Very
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there is one about attitude. It takes a life to get over a deformity. It takes generations to get over an attitude.
Wow.
So with this, the meaning is clear that it's very difficult to get over one's attitude. Even deformity, having physical deformity is even less pressing than having a bad attitude, you can say.
Yeah. it happens, that is
And
the reason for the family feuds that go on for life. So this is exactly, uh,
yeah,
we need to change. We need to work on attitude. If things are going wrong, work on it first inside and then
yeah,
outside. If there's a problem, we need
yeah,
to start work inside. That's what also I,
exactly.
yeah,
Yes,
that's,
exactly. So it's about, I'll read more.
yeah.
Uh, okay. Um, it's difficult to judge people, and
Hmm.
it's worse to predict one's own moods.
One's
This
own.
is again about mood, one's own moods.
Oh, yes.
Uh, yeah, it's like I've compared like we feel that we can judge people,
Hmm.
but even judging people might be easier, but predicting your own mood is even
Much
more
better.
difficult.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
so,
right.
so that way.
Moods are highly volatile, I can say.
Highly, yeah, highly volatile.
Okay.
And sometimes they like get over your nerves even. You have to bear a lot because of your mood, bad mood.
True, true.
Yeah.
So, what was the writing process of this book? Can you just brief a bit? How do you, put yourself every day on a desk? Was there any process involved, or how did you wrote this book?
It was like, as I told you, I was uh, like posting these things on this Facebook
Yes.
page.
Yes.
And this is how, from there only, when people started liking them, I thought of putting them in the form of a book. And if you're talking about the how these ideas came to my mind,
Hmm.
then I would say that uh, it like it happened um, like some thoughts come to your mind
Yeah.
and you put them down in a nice way. That is the thing. You have
Yeah.
to gather your thoughts and
Hmm.
put them in a nice form. It's
Hmm.
not that this quote will come to your mind as it is, as I've written down in the book. It might come in a different way. It might come in a form of an incident, or it might come to your mind in the form of a say maybe a situation you might remember, or you might remember some person who had said this such and such thing to you, or
Hmm.
when you saw somebody you had that kind of a feeling. So
Yeah.
the thought can come in various ways, and that thought you have to gather
Hmm.
and put it down in the form of beautiful words, beautiful lines, so
Hmm.
that they make sense.
Yes. So that's the process, that you, whenever the thoughts
uh,
come to you, what do you do? I mean,
yeah,
for example, in the best or
yeah,
actually the worst thing about writing is these ideas are never when we are at the desk, for
yeah,
me, because
that's
I write
true.
non-fiction, I have an idea when I'm actually out somewhere doing anything but writing. So that
Yeah.
happens. But whenever this idea comes, I used to WhatsApp me. We can WhatsApp
Uh,
ourselves. I do that, or I used
uh,
to have this keep notes. So I put
yeah.
it there or somewhere so that it remains with me. I can work on it when I'm at my desk. So does that happen to you also? That's another thing I want.
Yeah. Most of the time it happens like that only, that any like idea comes when you are working in the kitchen, or when you are outside anywhere in the market, you see some person and you get an idea.
Yeah,
And this is how the ideas come actually. And
actually.
you you may not find enough time when you are taking shower, or anytime the idea comes. So
Yeah.
that time you cannot do anything about it.
Hmm.
But later on, maybe when you are back to home,
Hmm.
maybe you can just jot down a few words. They may not be in proper sequence, may not be proper way, but just note down whatever thought in a random manner.
Yeah.
Maybe some words here and there may be written down, but they should be written down somewhere. Somewhere they should be jotted down, so
Yeah.
that later on you can get back to those words and uh, give them a meaning and put them in the form of a quote or a poem, maybe, or whatever you're writing. The
Okay.
same goes true for any writing piece, any piece of writing.
Yeah, that's right. So when you are writing,
Yeah.
do you ever have kind of had a block sometime? Like today you want to write, you have thoughts, but you are not able to put it on. Or on computer, So do you ever have
Yeah.
faced writer's block?
Yes, I think everybody has that, because since these were quotes and these I was writing very randomly, I
Hmm.
was not sitting at a stretch for writing these quotes. These
Hmm.
sometimes great ideas came, and I could write down two, three, four, maybe in one day even.
Hmm.
So it happened that way. At at the spur of the moment, they happened, and I could write them.
Hmm.
But now I've started writing my second book, and
Hmm.
that is in the essay form. So with that, you have to sit and work upon. So
Hmm.
sometimes, yes, we do have mind blocks, and
Hmm.
even I do have. Sometimes I'm not able to write even more than, say, 100 or 200 words, not even more than that. And
Hmm.
some days I skip even when I'm not able to sit at a stretch. But
Hmm.
sometimes it happens that in a day only you are able to write 1,000 or 2,000 words.
Hmm.
But my max has been not much. Like it's only like 1,000 words in a day, not more than that. I'm able to write, sit
Hmm.
and write. To be very frank, this is my honest inner feeling that I've told you.
Hmm.
Uh, but maybe it might improve. It may not improve. It might improve with time, maybe. And
Yeah.
maybe the topic that I've taken is requiring a lot of mental blogging and mental
Hmm.
turmoil and all. So maybe even the topic of your writing depends. It depends on the topic of your writing, like
Hmm.
what kind of topic you have chosen, how much um, turbulence it requires, and all that.
Yeah. So you
So
mentioned,
mind blocks do happen. Yeah,
sorry. Yeah.
yeah.
So you mentioned that
No,
you are
it's okay.
writing your second book, right? So can you give us a
Yeah.
sneak peek? What is this book about, and what is we going to have? Is it a motivational book, or is it a non-fiction, fiction? What is the book about?
Yeah, I'll give you a little idea. Yes, it's again a self-help book,
Hmm.
and you can say it's motivational and inspiring. Like it's about like how you can make your place in your work sphere. When
Oh.
you're if you're working,
Hmm.
if you have a job,
Yeah.
then like not the household job, but some outside, you're working in an office or in a
Hmm.
school or anywhere else.
Hmm.
So how to make your place in your work sphere. So this is again based on my experiences as a teacher, as a coordinator as well.
Hmm.
Then I have taken lots of, like almost all my thought process has come from there only. But the things what I've written down are applicable to all kind of jobs in general.
Hmm.
So it's a sort of uh, you can say handbook or guidebook,
Yeah.
which will help the new entrants,
Yeah.
new job entrants.
It will actually help them
Certainly,
settle
I have a
down,
feeling.
settle with this.
Yeah.
Everyone has this initial settlement problem also when they are
Yes.
going to a new job. So I think this guide will actually help them out. Not only initially, there are certain times when you are very old employee, but still you get a new boss. At that time also, this kind of a guide can help them. Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
interesting topic to actually read about.
Yeah.
Do you
So
also
it
have
was.
any other genres apart from self-help and motivation? Do you have any other topics in mind that you want to write maybe in future?
Uh, as of now, I think I have another book in my mind,
Hmm.
which is again going to be self help only, a motivational one,
Okay.
and maybe like I desire to write a fiction, but I don't know how far I'll be successful. And if it has to be a fiction, it's going to be either a thriller or not a romance, definitely, but but maybe a thriller or some kind of you can say um, uh, a household story, maybe like
Hmm.
you have soap operas on TV,
Yeah.
maybe some kind of family drama or something like that.
Yeah.
So, but I not had I don't have any plans as yet.
Hmm.
Like after this book, the third book is going to be again a self-help book. I think.
So you already have
Post that, maybe.
ideas. Wow,
Yeah.
that's very nice. So we are well concluding our session. Do you want to give any message to our listeners and viewers?
Sure. Because I call myself an amateur author only. Yeah, even after getting one book published, because it was only a quote book, not a full essay type. But still, I had a lot of lot of I got many ideas from this book, from about the writing world, about the author world, about the writing world. So I would just like to suggest to the upcoming authors that please write on the topics what interests you. Don't go for the things which don't come from your heart. Go for the things which are coming from your heart, which come to your mind often, and which you are interested in. It can be anything, a sci-fi or whatever. Like if you're a student, maybe you can write about the friend circle and maybe topics related to that. So depending upon your age and depending upon your work sphere, what you are into, your your mindset is made. So depending on that, write down the book, write down on the topic what interests you. That's the thing. Like, write from heart. Don't write what is imposed on you. Write from your heart.
Right. That's a really very inspiring message. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. And we wish you luck for the next two books. And I really wish that once your two books comes, I would be able to interview you once again for that, for the new releases. Yeah.
Sure, Shanu. That would be my pleasure, actually, to have to get interviewed by you again. I would be waiting for that time. And it was lovely talking on your show. It was a real bliss, I would say. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks.
Thank you.